Hello, and welcome to the Occupational Balance Educational Workshop. My name is Cassidy Stussy. I am a College of St. Mary occupational therapy student from Omaha, Nebraska. I am exploring the research question, does addressing occupational balance in collegiate athletes improve their mental health, sleep, and time management? The goal of this project is to educate student athletes, coaches, and athletic staff about the importance of occupational balance and advocate for occupational therapists in the world of athletics. So let's start with a thinking question of what does being a student athlete mean to you? I want you to try to come up with some of your own thoughts, but some of mine that I came up with was getting to play your sport every day, getting to see your friends and teammates at practice and competitions, competing at your absolute best every day, both in the classroom and on the field, court, gym, wherever that you play your sport. So, what is occupational balance? The national definition is the individual's perception of having the right amount of occupations and the right variation between occupations. Basic definition, the ability to balance or participate in equal amounts of time in all life roles that an individual participates in. This basically means that you're giving up your time in equal amounts to all of the occupations that you participate in. For a student athlete, this is being both a student and an athlete, and that equal amount of time without giving too much to one versus the other, or vice versa. So, what is an occupation? So, occupations that you might participate in could be being a teacher, being a student or an athlete, working part-time, being an animal parent, because that's really important to a lot of people. So I want you to pause this video for a second, and I want you to take the time to complete the Occupational Balance Questionnaire. This is going to give you an idea of how well you are balancing the occupations that you participate in, and I want you to just review your scores. Great. Now that you've taken the time to complete the occupational balance questionnaire, why is occupational balance so important? Occupational balance is important because when you dedicate too much time in one life role over the others, you're creating an imbalance, but you're also neglecting those other life roles. For example, you work more hours than you give yourself free time. So this is where you're neglecting your personal and social needs in order to fulfill your financial needs. Another example is you dedicate all of your hours to sports, affecting your academics, or vice versa. You're spending all of your time in your academics, affecting your performance in your sports. The balance between these occupations can affect your overall well-being, your happiness, your health, and it can also just affect you as an entire person emotionally, physically. You really want to create that balance because it's going to be able to allow you to participate in all of your others at the best of your abilities. So, did you know that some relaxing activities can actually help you achieve these healthy levels of occupational balance? This can be taking a walk for a moment when you're having a really busy day. This could also be listening to an audiobook, a podcast, watching an episode of your favorite TV show. You could participate in a leisure activity of your choice. You can hang out with your friends for a couple hours, read your favorite book, spend some time alone. This is kind of it sounds contradicting because you want to balance everything out, but you also need time to step away from like all of those occupations that you participate in to be able to focus on yourself too. So the most important thing about this is you will not be perfect at this. No one is perfect at occupational balance. It's virtually impossible. However, you can try your best and continue to practice this skill. Practicing this skill is also very hard to get into the habit of, but if you begin to work at it with a good amount of time, you'd be able to pick it up and work on being able to balance those occupations while also being able to think about consciously what you're doing throughout your day. Thank you guys so much for listening to this educational workshop. Please refer to me for any other questions in the comments. Thank you.